Very good evening, everyone. As I guess some of you know, my name is Nishtha, and I am the DSC lead at MRIRS, and I will be your host for today's session where we will have Bhumika Vabhal with us. She is currently a final year student at SNDT Women's University. Other than that, Bhumika wears a lot of feathers in her hat from being a professional web developer with an experience of over 2 years to Microsoft Learn student ambassador. She also enjoys writing on Medium, so there is that as well. And we are extremely grateful for her presence today, that she took out time from her busy schedule to be with us today. So, a little about today's session, that we will be covering HTML 101, which you are going through yesterday, and the course content. So, Bhumika, the floor is all yours.
Hi Nishta. Hi everyone. Thank you,
We hope
Nisha.
you're
Thank you.
doing fine.
Yeah, I'm doing really great. And thank you for such a lovely introduction.
It is definitely a pleasure.
Yeah. So, without wasting any time, Nishta has already introduced me. So, I'll just start sharing my screen so we can get started with the session. So, welcome everyone to HTML 101, which is a 30 days of web development session. So, as Nishtha already introduced me, uh, I'll just do it once again for just sake. So, my name is Bhumika Vaval. I'm a fourth year electronics and communication student, and I'm doing my engineering from Usha Mittal Institute of Technology. It comes under SNDT Women's University. I am a beta level Microsoft Learn student ambassador. I also like to develop websites as a freelance web developer. Also, I'm a competitive programmer. If anyone wants to connect with me, I have given my links here, and I guess we have the links in the description as well. So if anyone wants to connect with me, talk to me, I'm always happy to help. Now, let's start. So this is the simplest, in the simplest form of HTML. This is the document how it looks like. So there is a tag called doctype HTML. Then we have a HTML beginning tag, as you can see here. Then we have a heading tag. In the head tag we have title tags, a meta tag, and in the body tag we have a heading one and paragraph tag. So what does doc type HTML means? So this tag basically defines the document type and the HTML version. So as of now, everyone here present and everyone is so quite lucky to have HTML5 with us, because in previous versions of HTML we used to while defining this doc type HTML we have to write a few various lines of codes for that. But when we talk about HTML5 is just two words, doc type HTML, and then the browser will understand that okay, this is a HTML file which is going to be loaded. The HTML tag, which you can see right here. So this tag, it encloses the complete HTML document. So whatever you mention in this tag, so this HTML tag has two parts, head and body. So it is the basic HTML document which is going to be loaded on the web page. Now this head tag here, this tag, it represents the header of the our document. Now this header has a title. I'll show you how this code looks like when you actually run it. So this is the title. So this is actually, I've written just a sample text, that title goes here, but you can insert anything. So if suppose your website has some groceries, so you can name or some so you can name it as groceries, or if you have some unique project name or unique name for your website, so this is the place wherein you have to insert your name. This meta character set, it basically tells the language, or the which language which we are going to use here. I'll talk about this further in the slides. Then we have the body tag. Now here, the body tag basically, it represents the document's body. And in body we have various other tags like h1 tag, paragraph tag. So I'll also demonstrate you how all these tag works. Now quickly let's see how this code will look in the browser. So I've added the screenshot here. This is what it will look like. So title goes here. So as you can see here, the title, it will come here. Okay, the title will come in this part of the web page. Then there is this is a heading. So as you can see in the body tag, I have written this is the heading. So here in the h1 tag, it will be bold and it is written heading this is the heading. Then in the paragraph tag, I have document content goes here, and this will be the paragraph. So here I have just written a sentence for it. But when we talk about paragraphs, it's like combinations of sentences. So whatever sentence you write in the paragraph tag, it will come right here. Okay. Now these are the so I have made this table which has tags and descriptions. So I have already explained about the all the tags here. So doc type tag, it defines the document type and html version. Now html tag, it encloses the complete html document, and it mainly has header and head section and body section. Now then the head tag, it has the document header which can keep html tags like title, link. So as of now we have only studied title tag. Now what is a link tag? So when we talk about link tag, if you want to insert some links, like if you want to insert google fonts, so this is where you have to link it to your html document so that your html will understand, okay, we have to take those fonts. So when you further learn in css, you will learn all these tags, link tag and all. Then we have title tag. So this tag is used under the head tag, and it mentions the document title as I have already shown in the picture. Now we have a body tag. Now this body tag, it represents the document body which keeps the HTML tag like h1, now div tag. Now here div tag is also new because I haven't mentioned it before. Now div tag, basically it creates a division in the HTML document. Now then h1 and p tag, it represents the heading and the paragraph tag. Now let's just quickly code and see how this tag works. So I will open my VS Code browser. So here I'm using my VS Code editor. So here I've already created a presentation.html document, but I'll show you how this is created. So I'll just increase the font size a little bit. Now if you can see here, if when I click on new file, I'll be able to create, suppose say sample.html. So here, if I say sample and .html, so I'll have this one HTML file with us. Now, either you can code all the stuff which I have shown you, or if you're using VS Code, so VS Code has this very great feature of boilerplate. So it's just that you have to type HTML and this first thing, print to console. If you just click on that, the basic structure of the HTML document is ready for you by default. Now here this link tag and script tag, we don't use it, so I'll just delete it for time being. Now in the title tag, whatever title you insert will come here, and this is the head tag and the body tag, and this is the HTML closing tag. So this is a presentation.html which I've already created, and the title goes here, the screenshot which I have put in the presentation. Now we were talking about tags. So heading tag here. So I have commented this. So okay, now I want to tell you that there are comments. If you are familiar to programming languages, you know C programming, C++, Java, or any programming for that matter. So you must be knowing that every programming language has a feature called comments. So comments are so comments in the document, it helps us to see something. If you have to be, for example, here in this I have written heading tag, and it has 6 levels of heading: H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. So this is not readable to the compiler. So if I am in VS Code, if you want to comment, so there is a shortcut called wherein you have to press a control key, then K and U. If you press these three together, then this is the comment in HTML. So syntax for comment. So anything if you write, so it will come here. Okay. So I have commented here like whatever I am going to cover. So if you want, I'll upload this file also on the GitHub handle, and you can refer it while you are studying it. So now let's see the heading tags. Now here, see, this is the heading tag H1. This is the another tag H2, H3, H4. Like that, we have 6 tags. Now all you have to write just H2 and close it. So automatically the closing tag will come here. Similarly, if you're writing it for H1, so if you're writing it for H1, so you just have to write H1 and close it. So now here, if I am writing a content, say this is heading 1, okay? Now let me just copy it and put it in H2 tag. So this is a heading 2. This is heading 2. Now I'll just show you the difference between all these heading tags. And now this is a heading 3. And this is my heading 4. This is heading 4. Now I know it's a bit lengthy, but yeah, you have to write it for some time. And this is my heading 5. And lastly, this is my heading 6. Okay. Now this is a heading 6. Now when you run this on your live server, okay, when you run this, you can actually see the difference between all the heading tags. So I'll just zoom it a little bit so you can, see the difference. So this is my heading 1 with the most bold font, then heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, heading 5, heading 6. So when you're using these heading tags, one thing which you have to make sure is that don't unnecessarily use, heading 1 where in place of, heading 5 or heading 6 just to tell your users that, okay, this is an important part. No, you should not do it like that. Always you should know that, okay, this is the most important thing which my users should know, then only use heading 1. If it is not that important, you can use lower headings like 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. So this is how heading tag works. Now we have paragraph tags. So paragraph tags, as I already mentioned, it is the syntax is just a P in brackets. So you can add anything, any line of code. So for example, let me just copy paste and this only. So paragraph tag. Okay, if you can see, I have it in the new line, but when you see it on the live browser, so let me just split the screen. See, now just 110%. So see, this is the paragraph tag. So the tag offers, so this comes in the paragraph. Now, if I just add one more sentence to my paragraph tag, let me just copy paste this only. See, it comes here right in it. Now if you will observe, it comes on the new line because I have added a paragraph tag. I've already added a paragraph. Okay. Now so this is how paragraph tag works. Now what you have to do next is our line break tag. Now see, this is the syntax for line break tag. So what will happen if I add this in our HTML document? So whenever you add this br tag, whatever the sentence or the word or whatever it is after that word, it will automatically go in the new line. So let me show you how. So I'll just copy the br tag, and in the paragraph tag only, let's say I'll add it after some word, say two, the second two. If I add break tag, you can see the words which were after this two, automatically it got into the new line. So that is how the break tag will work. Now this is a very interesting tag called center tag. Now this tag basically helps you to center all your documents. So if you want this headings here present, this should be in the center. All you have to do is just add a tag called center, okay, and just move it here up in the center tag, and you can see everything here, it goes to center. So it's that easy to use HTML. Now coming back to the presentation, before moving further, let's just revise what we have seen. So we have seen the basic structure of HTML document. Now what is the basic structure? You have to give the document declaration tag, which is doc type HTML. Then you have to give the HTML opening tag. Then you have the head tag, which contain all the header part, like your scripting or link or title, etc. Then you have to close that head tag, don't forget to close that. Then we have our body tag, the body opening tag. Then in the body tag we have tags like div, h1, h2, etc., paragraph and all. And then you have to also close the body tag, and don't forget to close the HTML tag which we have opened just after the document tag declaration. Now moving forward, we have attributes. Now we have seen all these HTML tags, but there are few tags. Okay, so whatever we have seen till now, they were in their simplest form, in the basic form. Now there are many tags here, which have some extra bit of information. Now those extra bit of information are called attributes. Now, so these attributes is defines the character of HTML element. So it is placed under the element opening tag. So I have already shown you the opening and closing tag like we have in head section or in the body section. So all we have, we every for everything we have an opening and closing tags. So likewise in the heading tag also we have h1 opening and h1 closing. So this attributes, it are these attributes, these are used in the HTML opening tags. Now these attributes, they have two parts, name and the value. Now name of the attribute, it tells us that what sort of attribute it is. Is it a class, is it a title or something. And value is what value of property you want to have, you want your attribute to have. I'll show you how this attribute tag look like. Now here if you can see, we have a body tag, then we have a paragraph opening, and here paragraph closing. Now if you observe, the name is align, and what is the value here? Left. So align left. So if you can see, this is left align, and this is how it looks in the browser, that this is left align. So it is left aligned. This is center aligned. So this text here is center aligned, and name is aligned and value is centered. So it is center aligned. Here it is right aligned. So this is right aligned. So this is how the attribute tag basically works. So it is always in the opening tag of the element. Next, there are four core attributes that can be used in most of the HTML elements. Remember, most. It is not all. Okay. Now the first one is ID. Now ID attribute of HTML tag can be used to uniquely identify an element within the HTML page. Now there are two primary reasons why we use ID tag. Number one is that if element carries an ID attribute as a unique identifier, it is possible to identify that. The second reason why we use attribute tag is that if you have two elements with same name, if you have two elements with same name, then this id tag will help you to distinguish between both of them. Next we have title tag. Now title tag, it gives you the suggested title for the element. Next we have the class tag. Now if you can observe, this is a div, and div has a class tag called the value is city. Now this class tag, it is used to associate element with a style sheet. So when you will learn css, which is cascade styling sheets, when you learn that, you will be using this class tag very oftenly. Then we have a style attribute. This attribute allows you to specifically cascade it or specifically style it. Sorry, this style tag, it used to specifically style it. So for example, here I have styled it to font family Arial and have given a red color, and I have written some text in red. Now if we run this code in the browser, you will see all these texts are in the default color, which is black, and this color, specific this color, this sentence will be in the red color. Okay, so let's go and code again. So I will comment this so that you will not get confused with this. So what I've done, Control K plus U, and I'll comment this as well. Now we were talking about this. I'll uncomment it, and when I'll see it on my browser, which is here, so you can see. Just show you like this. Yeah. So this is a para. Okay, so this para explains what HTML is. So this tag has ID HTML. Then everything, as I mentioned already, if you observe, everything is in black, but some text in red. This is in red color because we have specifically applied styling to this paragraph. We have paragraph here also, we have paragraph here also, but specifically we have applied styling to this paragraph. That's why the only this sentence has got that styling. Okay, now let's just comment it back and move further with the PPT. Now images. HTML img tag. This img tag is used to embed an image in a web page. Now what happens here is that image tag, if you observe, it doesn't have a closing tag. Whereas if you see here, the div tag, it has opening and closing. The paragraph tag also, all the tags which we have used till now has their opening and closing tags. But image tag here, it is a self-closing tag. Okay. Similarly, if you have observed the meta tag, it was also a self-closing tag. Now, so here image tag does not have closing tags. So this, if you see this code, it has two attributes, src and alt. Now what is src? So here src specifies the path to the image. Now it actually does not takes in the image, it's just links the image to the web page. So here you just have to give that, okay, the image is the source of the image is programming.gif. Okay, and then alt stands for alternate text. So alternate text, so it is I would suggest you all to always use this alternate text. The reason is that if somewhere while sharing your code, or sometimes it might happen that the image source is not loaded to your system, so at that time this alternate text will help you, will help the user to identify that, okay, there was some image here, and what does that image specify? That image specify a computer man. Okay, and then here again the next attribute I have used here is style. Now I have styled it with width 48 pixel and height 48 pixel. So this image, when will be loaded to the browser, it would be a square image with width 48 and 48 into 48 pixel ka width. Next, we have tables in HTML. We can also make tables in HTML as well. Now, each table row is defined by tr. Now, so here, when we talk about table, we insert elements row wise and not column wise. That's why we always define table row as tr, table head as th, table data as td. Okay, now you have to make sure that by default the table head, this part, the table head is bold and it is center aligned. Okay, if you want to change it, you can change it while adding the attribute in those tags. And the table data, it is left aligned and the elements are in the regular font, regular size. Okay, now this is the most favorite part of mine in HTML, the lists. So basically HTML, it has two types of lists. One is ordered list and the other is unordered list. So let's talk about unordered list first. So unordered list, it starts with the UL tag. Okay, U for unordered and L for list. Okay, then it has list tags in each list tags in it. So how many so the number of sentences or which you want to add in the document, you can use li has opening and closing as well, and also don't forget to close the ul tag as well. Now if we run this code, what you will see, developer, student, club, each in one line with a bullet point. Okay, a bullet, a black dot bullet, a small black circle. This is by default and this is for unordered list. But when you compare unordered and ordered list, the ordered list will have numbers, numerals like 1, 2, 3. So if you see this code, the same code but with ordered list, so now it will become 1 developer, 2 student, 3 club, like that. Okay, so that is the main difference between ordered list and unordered list. There are various more tags in HTML. So there is one website which I will give you, the sort of HTML cheat sheet that you can always refer while making a HTML document. So that will always help you a lot. Okay, let's go to code one last time. So I have here. So I was talking about image. Okay. So I will show, where is it? So here I'll just uncomment it. And if, as you can see, so here poster.jpg. So here I have poster.jpg in the folder which in which I had that presentation.html. And if you observe this programming.gif, this thing I don't have it in my folder. So all you need to know about, so this is a folder, all you need to know about HTML is a folder which I have created, but I don't have programming.gif in that folder. So let's see how that looks. And also I haven't styled it. So I have styled this programming.gif thing, but I haven't styled this poster.jpg. So when I'll show, when I'll, so it will look something like this, something big as like this, just because I haven't styled it. And now if you observe here, so let me just, style that as well for you. See, it automatically became so small. But let's just now focus on the programmer.js. Now here, if you can see, this is my programming.gif thing which I don't have, and my alternate text was computer man. So if here, if you can observe, the user, for example, now we all are the user of the website. So the user will understand, okay, there must be some problem that the image is not loading, but the alternate text is given as computer man. Suppose I'll say this, just one change. See, the image is gone and now it is saying 30 days of web development. So if you can see here, the alternate text I have given here is 30 days of web development. So the user will understand that if there is no image, the user will get to know that okay, there must be some problem, the image is not loaded, but this is what the image contained. So I would always suggest you all to use alternate text in image or video tags or audio tags or whatever tags which you will be studying in further days of your 30 days of web development. So moving forward, this was the table. I'll uncomment it as well. So if you will see, it comes like this. The first name was here. Let me just, if you can see it now properly. So that image, the width was 100%. I've given the width as 100%. So it is the table which covers full your viewport. Then we have a table row. So how many rows it has? It has first name, it has last name, it has year. If I want, I can add another row called, say, the head should be uh, age. So if I add another called age, so it will add the another heading called age. Then another column age. Then in table row, I have to give, okay, the first name is Bhumika, the last name is Vaval. I am in fourth year. For example, now I'm as Nishtha is our host, so first name is Nishtha, last name is Singh. She's in third year. And then if I add, say, some age here, some number, so I can add that as well, table data, and suppose I'll add 20, so it will come here 20. So by default, the headings is in bold and center align, and the contents of this table is normal and left aligned. So this is by default. Now, before moving forward, I want you all to see a website which I have developed while making this. So it is already there on my GitHub. So it is a tourist guided. It's a simple website, but it has lots of CSS. But I'll show you the website first. So see, this is a website I have inbuilt. I have uploaded a photo. I have a heading tag here. I have a paragraph tag, a paragraph here. Then I have some input I have taken. I have created a button. So everything I have done using HTML, and some styling I have given using CSS. So if you can see here, just open it. So here, if you note, there are two CSS files I have uploaded. So don't get confused. I've used normalize.css. I have used this because it gives a what you can say, it gives a seamless view for each and every browser. So if you open this website on your browser itself, it will look similar to that. I mean, it will look same. And because some browsers has their inbuilt functionalities which will affect your website. So normalize css it will helps to give everything a seamless look. Now, when I talk about index.html, it is a quite big code, so just don't get confused. Here is, as you can see, I have doc type HTML. Then I have the head tag in head. So here, see, I have linked it. So I have pre-connected fonts. I have used Google Fonts. Then this API I have used. Then I have linked my style sheets. Then I have linked the normalizer.css. I have linked my style sheets, and I have nothing in the script tag. So this file, it doesn't have JavaScript code. It's just HTML and CSS based. Then in the body, I have a section tag. It has a class, and class value is big image, bg image. Then it has a div tag. Then it has h1 tag which says incredible India, so this is in a h1 format. Then I have a paragraph. Then I have a form. When form has an input and a button, so this is an input. So as of now, if I add anything, nothing will happen. So see, if I add, say, Bhumika and find place, if I click, nothing will happen. But if I click the button, so this button is working. Okay. Then I have a section called place and place list. So if I scroll down, so I have this, I have added the images. So all this styling I have done using CSS. So once you learn CSS, you can come and visit this. I'll give the link for this GitHub ID, so GitHub link as well. So you can come and just see that whatever I have done and how does that you can just relate it with it. Then also I have a section, then I have then in this section I have a background. Okay, so everything, if you go through this code is very easy to understand. But it's just that once you learn CSS, now here, if this document was without CSS, so I'll just copy paste this code and I'll show you how it will look if it was without a CSS code. So this sample.html which we have created, I'll just copy paste this code here and I'll run this with a live server. So when I open this with live server, it will look like this. Now again, if you can observe here, this red fort, this gateway, this Charminar image. This image is not here in this file, in this sample.html file, but it is here in this tourist guide. Okay, this 1234. So let me just place this code in tourist guide. Like, okay, I want to move it. And now if I reload this, okay, now if I run this, it comes like this. Now why it came like this? Because I just moved that folder in this, and whatever I have linked here was linked with it. But if the only point of showing this code was that to tell you how important CSS plays. So this is the normal HTML document without CSS, and this is the same document with CSS. So you can see how different it is. Incredible India was in this document, it was center aligned and it was in the center of your viewport, but here is just on the top. Okay, then Red Fort and everything, Gateway and Charminar was here side by side, but you can see it's here like that. So it's just that only HTML will not be enough. You should know CSS as well. And after knowing CSS, after learning CSS, it's very fun to work with it. So these are the resources which I have mentioned. So this is the GitHub repo for the tourist guide website which I have made. This is the cheat sheet which I was talking about. I'll show you. I'll open it. So this is the ultimate HTML5 cheat sheet. So here you can see all the tags and all the information, and it is available in HTML4 and HTML5. So you can always come and refer to this while making any HTML document. Then here I have this normalize.css ID also I have given. So all you have to do is just download this, and once you download this, you just have to make a uh, so here, so you just have to make a folder called normalize.css and just copy paste that code here. So that will just normalize your website, and it will just give it a better view to your website. So that's all I have for this session right as of now. So thank you for being a patient audience. Now you can ask your questions.
Thank you, Bhumika. We really had a great time. And I hope that everyone learned a thing or the two. Actually, we are actually rating you, and somebody gave you a rating 12 out of 10.
Oh my god, thank you so much. I hope I didn't bore anyone.
You're doing awesome. We're having amazing comments and the ratings down here at the comments.
Wow,
So,
thank you so much, guys.
I mean, if you have any specific doubts for
Yeah,
Bhumika, you can go ahead, ask her about anything. Other than that, we are also having a sync at 7 p.m. on our Discord server, where we will cover the technical doubts that you might have about the course content that you have studied up till now. So you do not have to bogus Bhumika about it. You just have to go about all the questions that you have for
yeah, please go on.
her.
I'll
Uh,
share the PPT
do
with
you
you
mean
so you can,
yeah?
yeah,
Sorry,
so you
I
can
thought.
share it with everyone. So they'll get those links as well. The three links which I have mentioned during the presentation.
And Harshit, task you will be announced. I mean, you will get the notification on the Discord server. So Aman asked, can we use brackets.io ID?
We can use any ID which is comfortable for you. I'm comfortable with VS Code. That's why I used VS Code. You can use any ID of your choice.
Okay, Vivek asked, is this the only knowledge we are required to have in HTML as of now?
uh, if you want to get started with it, yeah, this is enough. But again, you have to always read and update yourself. So it's not just that this much knowledge is not enough, but getting started, this is okay.
I guess that is most of the questions that we had today since we're also having a sync at 7. So I guess they are saving questions for that. But thank you
Okay,
again, Bhumika, for taking time out of your busy schedule and
my
just be
pleasure.
here with us for this evening. Thank you so much.
Thank
And
you so much.
guys, thank you. And
Thank you
guys,
for having me.
again,
Yeah.
remember we have a sync at 7 on a Discord server. So if you have any doubt for the course content that you have studied up till now with or GitHub, HTML, any doubt, please be on time at 7 for the doubt session on the Discord server. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.